Okay, so for today's video, we got a little bit more gay news. Here in Toronto slash York region, the Catholic School Board has just announced a few hours ago this story, that they will not be flying the Pride flag. If you don't know, Pride starts in June. It's Pride Month. So we're going to be playing this quick clip, and then we'll play another one. So here we go.
With Pride Month just days away, one of Ontario's largest Catholic school boards will not be raising the rainbow flag, a decision that came down after months of contentious board meetings. Reaction is rolling in from students and advocates, and today the school board's chair spoke with reporters about why the flag was denied.
It doesn't align with our Catholic values, and that's fundamentally why I voted against it.
After months of chaotic meetings that were often disrupted by hecklers, Board Chair Frank Alexander is one of 6 trustees who voted against the Pride flag. And today he spoke candidly about why it will not be raised on school board property.
What's different about us is that we stand for our faith, we stand for Christ, and so when the question is asked, that will be the unifying figure, and hopefully we might change some hearts and some minds as a result.
Alexander was asked multiple times why the flag does not align with their values, but did not give specific reasons. And he did not provide concrete examples of how the school board plans to ensure a safe, inclusive environment for this community.
So yeah, you heard that. It's apparently no longer a safe space because there's no pride flag flying. Now, this again just came out of York Regional Catholic School, but there has been some stuff in the public school sector as we've seen. This is an organization called Parents as First Educators, and they're discussing this very same thing with the pride flag at the Durham District School Board, which I believe is a public school board. And this lady in the opening statement makes a great point.
It is improper to fly the national flag with another flag of any type on the same flagpole.
And that actually is a very good point, because if you go to the rules of flying the national flag on a flagpole, it states right here, it is improper to fly a national flag with another flag of any type on the same flagpole. And within a lot of these school boards and a lot of these videos, you see that the pride flag on the same flagpole as the Canadian flag.
My question to this council is, why are they disregarding this rule and in so disrespecting our nation's flag by flying additional flags together with our national flag on the flagpoles at our local schools?
So, very, very good point. Plain and simple, just give us that answer, right? If you want to watch the rest of this video, I'll probably link it. But the last video that I want to talk about is, again, with this ruling that came out. There's this gentleman who's the president of the PFLAG York region, Tristan Coleman. And he's on Breakfast Television, which is one of our programs. And I just want you to listen to what he has to say here.
Kids expressing disappointment toward trustees with the York Catholic District School Board who have voted against flying pride flags for Pride Month. And joining us now to discuss the implications of this decision on the region's student body is the president of PFLAG Canada York Region,
we'll see.
Tristan Coleman. Tristan, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll start off with your reaction to the decision not to fly the flag. Are you surprised at all?
A part of me is a little surprised. I know that the motion was crafted in a way to try to elicit the most support possible. And the motion itself, just flying the flag at a single location, the headquarters, in itself, I think speaks to where the school board is at. And if they couldn't even pass that, I think that really speaks to the character and the integrity of the trustee group.
What were some of the reasons that the trustees who voted down the motion gave for not supporting this symbol of something that's supposed to be inclusive?
great question. Some of the examples that they shared were that the flag wasn't going to fix all the issues, in that all spaces within York Catholic should be safe spaces, and we agree with all of those points. But the thing is, we're not there yet, and the flag means so much to our community. It is a symbol. It's a symbol of hope. One trustee even dared say that it's just a piece of fabric, and that it's not capable of kind of carrying the movement. And so that trustee in particular probably needs to do the research, because they don't know much about our history as a group.
Now, just to go back and talk about what he just said, I agree. All spaces in the school should be safe spaces, regardless if you're heterosexual, bisexual, transsexual, gay, whatever you are. All spaces at the school should be safe. And he's saying that we're not there yet, but the flag will help. All the flag does is virtue signal that, you know, they are accepting of this. That doesn't automatically make the space safe. And once the flag is removed, it doesn't mean the space is no longer safe. It hasn't been like, gay people have been attending schools forever. And just because the flag wasn't there didn't mean they were any more or less safe than they were before. It's just in today's day and age, a lot more people are accepting of gay people. And nobody really cares. Like, you're gay, cool. Like, I don't know why there's such an emphasis on it. It's just forcing it down your throat again. It's crazy.
And just those examples alone, I think, really speak to the trustee group just being really out of touch with the times, and also really trying to scratch and claw at whatever they can to justify their position.
Now, PFLAG York Region has now officially deemed the York Catholic Board unsafe. What does that mean exactly?
It means that as you navigate through the board, whether you're a student or whether you're a staff member, and through examples that have been shared with us over the years, that you're likely to encounter situations that are going to challenge your identity, that are going to challenge your position in the world, and challenge it in a very negative way that is going to have possibly physical and mental health outcomes on you. And as you
Listen, buddy, that's called life. People are always going to challenge you, regardless of whatever you are or whatever you identify with. The world is not sunshine and rainbows and lollipops all the time. Like, there's going to be people who don't like you, who don't like what you have to say, who don't like what you stand for. Just because a flag is there doesn't mean that is eradicated and that's erased. That's not how the world works.
go through the processes with the board to try to, whether it's to hold bullies accountable, to hold other teachers accountable, admin accountable, and that's not to say that everyone within the board feels that way, but you're not really likely to feel that going through the process that your identity is affirmed through the results.
Now, the chair of the
And again, if there's bullies in school and all that stuff that are targeting you because you're gay, if your pride flag is up, that doesn't mean that's going to protect you. It's not a super cape. It's not a shield of some sort. I mean, some people use it as a shield. They say, hey, I'm gay, you can't do that to me. Or, you know, you can't say that I'm gay, blah, 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 blah. Or I'm LGB, or I'm part of the special group. But just because that flag is no longer there doesn't mean that's the case. If you're being bullied, then you should be protected. You should be getting, you know, those provisions, and somebody should be stopping that. Plain and simple. It shouldn't be, oh, you're getting bullied, but you're not gay. Who cares? Oh, you're getting bullied and you're gay. Oh, we got to protect you. Like, that's not how it works. But anyways, again, this is just all the news that's coming out of Canada and the US, and there's a lot of emphasis on this stuff. Again, I'm all for whatever you want to do with your own life, especially as an adult, you know, whether it's drag shows or transitioning or any of that kind of stuff. But we don't need to be forcing all of this stuff all the time, all over the place. It's just not necessary. We know gay people exist. We know that the LGBTQ community is around. And there just shouldn't be such an emphasis on making these kids like surround their whole life and identity around this one factor that they live with. There's so many other things you can do in your life this is just going to hold you down to a certain mindset, to a certain way of living. And that's not a good thing. But again, that's just my opinion. Love to hear from you guys. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks so much.